Good morning, everyone. I was just sitting here harvesting fabrics out of a fabric sample book, and I thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and make a little video so that you can see if you have ever been on Stacy Evans, the Pink Poodle Crafts lady. She does usually every Sunday night, but last night she wasn't on. I'm not sure. I hope she's okay. But she does auctions, and usually she always has some fabric sample books, and it's usually like upholstery samples. And I'm telling you that if you ever have an opportunity to get any of these books, that, my goodness, they are absolutely awesome, especially if you like recycling, if you like making things out of scrap fabrics. I'm going to just show you here. See, because they come in a book. Now, Papa already took the cover off, and he took the staples out that held it together, and so all I have here now is the fabrics, and they're beautiful fabrics. Oh my word, these are beautiful. But they're kind of glued together at the top here, so I just kind of pull them apart where they're glued. They're not all glued though, so I mean not all the books, but they have different sizes and such. Okay, but they always have some kind of a paper on the back, because then that gives tells you what the fabric is and such as that. Well, what I do is I go through and I cut off this piece that's got the paper on the back. Now you have a piece of this upholstery fabric that can be cut into different shapes, glued into your junk journals or any kind of a journal, and this is amazing. Now, some people will take like a heat gun when they get these, and they will take all the paper off of their sample, but I leave them on because they're, now all of these ones have paper on the back, but look how beautiful they are. They're just beautiful. And so you can make so many beautiful things out of these. So many. You could even, glue two together and make a double-sided bookmark or anything out of these. These are amazing if you are able to get one. But and so now some of them I have some glue here at the top, so what I do is I just cut that piece off. And when she has these, and somebody, you might be able to get them other places too, but Stacy has a connection where she can go. She goes and buys a lot of things from a restore. Oh goodness, now I can't remember what it's called. It's like a where people donate things to it, and then you can go buy things for art supplies, and like books. She gets fabric books, and she gets wallpaper sample books, and those things, they're just amazing. But look at just this one right here. If you were to make this size of like a journal or a needle book, fabric book, anything, just this size, look how beautiful. And there is so many things, and when you get them, look at this. This has got like embroidered stitches on there. If you were to buy this kind of fabric, sometimes they put the price even on them. No, this one doesn't have it. But this kind of fabric is so, if you were to buy it, I mean, you wouldn't be able to buy it unless you were like a multi-millionaire. But these are so beautiful. And so if you were to make die cut, I don't know about, you know, the thin dies, but I know with the steel rule dies, you can cut through this with no problem with that paper. Now see, this one's kind of raggedy jaggedy up here, so I'm gonna cut that piece off. And some of them, the holes don't show. This one does, and the holes show where the staples were. So I haven't thrown these kind of pieces away yet, because I might come up with something. But look how beautiful that is. And that's a whole beautiful piece of fabric. And goodness, you know, a lot of us make like clusters on our for our tags, or for our see here, this one here, you can't hardly see them holes, so I'm just going to cut the very top off of there that's got glue on it. But you know, if you're making like clusters and such, these are amazing. These things are amazing, that you can just cut the pieces. Like you can just cut some pieces and different sizes or whatnot. Hi, Papa.
Hi, baby.
What you need, sweetie?
Well, I was going to tell you I was going to go for a road run, but
yeah,
then I wanted to tell you something else.
You want to tell me something else?
Yeah, today my knee hasn't hurt a bit, and I think it has to do with wearing my shoes instead of my flip-flops when I walk out.
Maybe that is true. That's probably true, Papa.
I'll be right back.
Okay, sweetie. I love you too. But now see, a lot of us make clusters where you can take, you know, take two pieces of these and put them together, and just clustering things together, and then put a button on here to hold it all or something, and you make like a little cluster, and then that can be glued into your into a journal. So many things you can do with these, but this fabric is beautiful. I mean, now see here, this is a narrower piece, and cut that top off where the holes are, and then I'll cut this piece off where the paper is. But where that paper is such a beautiful piece. Now if you were even to take this and like this one is perfect, I love this, but if you were to take like even like if you put a word on here and attach that onto that with, you know, onto that, glue that on there, but then it's such a nice weight that you can use in like any kind of, a lot of times we do page edges. If you do them with fabric, the edges of your pages in your junk journal, like let's see, like if you have like here, if you wanted to do just an edge, a page edge in your journal, and just glue that on there, and you can glue it on so easy because that's paper on the back, so you can glue that edge on there so pretty. In fact, I like that one on there, so I think that's going to go in this journal. But there is so much that you can do with these, and so so keep up with it's Pink Poodle Crafts. If you're not, most people that I watch my videos, I know are already people who know Pink Poodle, know Stacy, and she is amazing. Like, she is our shopaholic, and then she puts on an auction, and usually once a week, usually every Sunday, she has her auction going on. But last night she wasn't on, so maybe it wasn't. Today is Monday though, isn't it? look at this, how beautiful that piece is. And I mean, it's such, you know, it's got the paper on the back. This one says it's 100% polyester, dry cleaning recommended. Yeah. So, but beautiful, but just beautiful. Beautiful. And these, you know, like I say, you can do so many things with these. I mean, you can quilt them together and make an upholstery quilt. You can put these together. There is just you know, your imagination will, like right now I don't have a plan to what I'm going to do with these, but I am enjoying just taking them apart. Right now, see, this has got all kind of glue up here on the top, but so I'm going to take that off of there. I'll remove that. And so that side's still pretty, so I'm going to keep that. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut that bottom off. And if you have a rotary cutter and a ruler, that makes it a lot easier. But then there's my fabric, and that's just that piece of fabric that is just beautiful. And I just love textiles, any kind of textiles, and doing textile art. Those of you who do slow stitching, these are so awesome to do a slow stitching project on. And so, and one of the things that is fun to do is to cut a piece of this that'll fit just inside of a greeting card, and do some slow stitching on this, just some stitches, maybe embroider a word on there, and put that whole thing on the front of a greeting card. And what a beautiful piece that makes. It's just beautiful. And so like this too, you know, if you were to cut that, and just even if you were to put just a piece of this on the front of a greeting card, and maybe put a couple buttons stitched in there, and maybe a word on there, just it's just beautiful. And so that's all I wanted to say. I wanted to just to poke into your days. But look at this one. Look at that. See how pretty these are? And then see, like, this one's got the different sizes. This is like gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Some, I don't think any of them in here, in this. Look at these though. Oh my gosh. This is like satiny. Some of them, when you get them, have the paper all the way around and just a piece in the center that doesn't have the paper. Look at these, how beautiful they are. But this is what you get. Oh, look at this. It's almost like a chenille feel. Oh, see, here's one that's got paper all the way around. So then you just cut that paper. I just take that piece and so I can get this apart. We put some real good glue on this one. So I'm gonna but like then when you get one like this that's got the paper all around, well then this part I'll probably just pitch, you know, because it's kind of skanky or something. But I'm gonna pitch that piece. But and then just cut it off. Just cut the paper off like this. I mean, if you want that whole piece, you can work. I've not tried it with a heat gun, but I've heard you can take a heat gun and melt that glue, but I don't know if that's going to leave residue on the actual fabric then. But if you look how pretty this is, and see, and there you've got that piece of fabric, and this piece of fabric, now look at that, how beautiful that is. That is 8 inches. That's 8 inches square right there. That is beautiful. And so I just wanted to let you all know, just in case you don't know, you know, that what you can, how to harvest in a fabric sample book like this. And that's the only way I know to get them, is to go is to go on Stacy's auction. She usually always Pink Poodle Crafts, if you don't know, but she usually always has wallpaper sample books and fabric sample books that she auctions, and they usually go off at a decent price. Now they're heavy, so you know that the shipping, keep that in mind too, that the shipping is going to be a little pricey because they are heavy. These books are heavy when they're full of fabrics or papers, and so you'll have to pay that shipping on there. But the closer you are to Tennessee, the lesser the shipping will be, because she lives in Tennessee and she ships from there. So depending on how far you are away from her, the shipping. But yeah, I just want, if you all do not know about, this kind of thing, that you need to know. Oh my gosh. And so can you imagine making like tags out of these? Now see, it's like this one here is I don't know where I put my pinking shears. Aren't right here in front of me, but see, these are pinked like this. I could pink this whole edge here, and then it would be, well, I actually even have a pinker on for my rotary cutter. I could pink it off of there. But yeah, there is so much. These are just beautiful, and so handy, so fun. So many things that you can do with these, especially those that are making journal covers and that kind of thing. You can use the pieces with the paper on the back. You can use the pieces without the paper on the back, and add them to your journal covers. I mean, you can you make almost like a collage of these pieces, just even a collage of these pieces to just come up with something just gorgeous. And so that's just all I wanted to show you today, and I'm going to be back into my videoing now. I have been kind of out of the loop for a while, and I've been busy, and sometimes family is important enough that I kind of put aside my my videoing for family. So I'm reaching for a book. I always read something at the end of my videos, then I'm pretty much done. But Helen Steiner Rice is like, I love her. I have got, I think, 5 of her books that's got her poems. These are poems of faith in this one, and so love them. And so I'm going to just pick one. Let's hear. This one here looks like on the Wings of Prayer. Just close your eyes and open your heart and feel your worries and cares apart. Just yield yourself to the Father above and let Him hold you secure in His love. For life on earth grows more involved with endless problems that can't be solved. But God only asks us to do our best. Then He will take over and finish the rest. So when you are tired, discouraged, and blue, there's always one door that is open to you. And that is the door to the house of prayer. And you'll find God waiting to meet you there. And the house of prayer is no farther away than the quiet spot where you kneel and pray. For the heart is a temple when God is there, as we place ourselves in His loving care. And He hears every prayer and answers each one when we pray in His name, Thy will be done. And the burdens that seemed too heavy to bear are lifted away on the wings of a prayer. That's beautiful. And that is Poems of Faith by Helen Steiner Rice. I ask God to watch over each and every one of you, every move you make, every step you take. Keep you safe, keep you happy, keep you healthy, keep you loving and be loved. And I will see you on the next video. God bless.